Yo, you can low-key see my face a bit. Hold up. What up? Oh, okay, what the fuck? I don't know. This is gonna be me yapping. It's currently 4 in the morning. Oh, what the fuck did I just do? Okay, whatever. Currently 4 in the morning. It is May 9th, 2026. It is just me. It is only me. I don't know. I have work off today, and I don't have anyone to really talk to, and I don't have anything to really do at all. And I'm kind of just like, this is really like the first time in a long time that I've just had so much time to myself, and I don't really know what to do. Like, typically I work weekends. Like, I literally work 7 days a week, and it's fucking crazy. And yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what to do, man. I don't know what to do. Part of me is like very neutral, very good. Like, I can't complain, you know. But I think there's a secret part of me that is just, I don't know, just not happy. And I don't really know what that is. I don't know why that is. I think maybe I don't know. Like yesterday at work, or a few days ago at work, I noticed that before I had that conversation with, I think I mentioned this, like I had a deep conversation with this guy at work. But before I had that conversation that same day, I was talking about how I needed something. I needed a drug. I needed something to just escape how I was feeling and how I was thinking. And now it's like, I don't know. I don't know. I can tell I'm different now. Like, I can feel things a little more. Things seem a little bit more real. Things are not as like foggy and like distant as they once were now. And I think it was because of the conversation. That dude might have saved my fucking life, bro. Holy shit, I don't know, but I don't know. I'm just kind of at a loss, I guess. I just don't know what to do anymore. Like, now I feel like it's like I've been trapped for so long, and then now I'm starting to touch back with reality, and I don't know what to do anymore, you know? Like, it's kind of weird of being, it's kind of like if you're just like an alien for so long, and then you're now a human. And it's like, okay, what do I do now? Like, I don't know. And I don't know what to do, man. I don't know. And I was talking to Nora earlier, and me and her were talking and shit, and just, I don't know, man. It just went weird, dude. Like, not weird, but it started with, because she went to, I think, a party or something like that, and like, I was like, oh, that's cool. And then she mentioned like some guy or whatever, and I was just like, oh, it really wasn't big of a deal. Like, I don't know. It really wasn't nothing. Like, but I just felt a very tiny bit sad, you know. But she, I guess, picked up on it or something like that, and then I don't know. It led to this whole thing, and I was like, okay. And then things kind of went off. Like, things just fell off, and then later, uh, I don't know. She just said some things that kind of hurt me, and I also noticed that she didn't really talk about me. She didn't really ask how I was feeling. She didn't really ask questions, vice versa, you know. And I kind of mentioned to her like that. I was like, you know, oh, why don't you ever ask questions about me? She's like, I did earlier, and I was like, oh, I don't know. I was a little bummed out about that. I mean, it's kind of like whatever, I guess, but at the same time, it's like, damn. But I don't know. I'd have to talk to her if that more. But then after that, um, we were just talking, and then I guess I said something. I can't even remember what it was, but it was just like something. And she was like, that was mean. And then, I don't know, man. I think she just started fucking crying. But her thing is like, she just is like, she doesn't like showing emotions. I don't really understand why. I understand why. That's the thing. Like, we talked about it like a few days ago. Uh, there's a lot of shit that happened during your childhood, and I don't know. I'm not gonna go too deep into it, but it was just some shit that happened, obviously, and I noticed that, and I pointed out to her and stuff, and we talked about it, but I don't know, and it happened again, and she just doesn't want to admit that she was crying, and she was like, she became very silent, and she just didn't really want to talk about anything, and like for a really good fucking minute, she was just silent, and I was like, dude, are you crying? Are you sad? And she's like, no, and I was like, do you promise? She's like, yeah, I'm not crying, but I'm pretty sure she was crying before that, so maybe she says that she promised because she just stopped crying, or maybe she was still crying. But then she started crying again later, and I was like, dude, like, you gotta fucking talk to me, man. Like, I can't really do anything, Like, I don't really know what's going on through your mind. I don't know how you're feeling. I don't know anything, cause you're not really telling me anything. You know what I mean? Like, you have to tell me something. And she just didn't say anything. And then a little bit later, um she just completely stopped responding, and then the phone hung up, and I think her phone actually died or something. I don't know, but she just stopped responding, and then she just went to sleep. And then I haven't really got anything else from her, but I don't know. And I think she's not being vulnerable. She's not being open, and she's not being honest with herself. And earlier, she kind of confronted me. This is something new that I learned about myself, but she confronted me earlier because I was saying like she was talking about a guy or whatever, and I was like, oh. And then she was like, are you annoyed? Are you bothered by something? Or like, she was like, what are you thinking about? And I was like, oh, it's nothing. She was like, okay, I don't know why you're lying, but whatever. And then, I don't know. It just, it led to me kind of lying, I guess. I don't want to consider it lying because I don't really feel like I was lying, but it definitely was like me stretching the truth. So, but we can say that I was lying. And she kind of confronted me with that, and I was like, damn, I've never really been put in a situation like this where, like, I don't know, that, like, I'm being confronted, because, like, I don't really talk to anybody, so I'm not really in a position to say the truth. That sounds kind of wrong, but that is also true. But yeah, I don't know, and so I didn't really want to share about how I felt, and, that's something new, I guess, that I learned that I'm not really used to sharing how I feel anymore. And I used to do it all the time, but not anymore. And I don't know. And so it took like a little bit, but I did admit it, and I was like, that is kind of my bad. I guess she was a little disappointed, but I don't know. And then but then I mentioned that to her though. I was like, like, yeah, I wasn't honest in the beginning, but then I came around and I told how I really felt, and she didn't really do that. I don't know. And I kind of am just like a little bit questioning of like how things are going to go. Because of course I would love to have her as like someone I can talk to forever. But the realistic part of me feels like if she keeps doing this where she's not being vulnerable and not sharing anything and just leaving this tough exterior, it's like, okay, well, I know how this is gonna go, you know? It's just gonna, like, slowly, gradually come over time where she feels like I don't care about her or anything like that, and then we're just gonna stop talking. But that is her choice, you know what I mean? I don't know. And I also am just, I don't know what to do, man. I have all this free time now, and I just don't know what to do. I don't know what to think. I don't know what to feel. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I feel like now I feel a lot more alive, I guess. Like I feel like there's a lot more energy in me now. And not even like energy, just like I said, like I just not as much fog. There's not as much like uncertainty around things. I feel like, you know, I'm more aware of stuff like that. But even still, I'm just, I don't know. So I think maybe it's just like a recovering thing, but um yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know what to go from here, you know? I don't know. I wanted to say a lot more, but I can't really think of much. Uh yeah, I don't know. I'll see if anything happens later. I might make another video, but this is just like some thoughts. Cause I usually make the video at the end of my day. So I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, I'll leave it here for now. See you guys later.